This records for as long as I want, sugar. What am I doing? I'm on YouTube. Hold on, what was it that we I can TT already. Great. No, you took my fucking mouthpiece, nigga. That's your shit right there, nigga. It's my mouthpiece. Oh. I was about to say that's just some nasty shit.
I put the pipe on.
I swear to God, I thought you took my mouthpiece. No.
I pulled that
Where we at? You wanna go quick around?
Huh?
Damn, nigga, let me put my vlog on.
No, but it's a lot that you gotta forward. Right there. A little bit more, go down the end them. Keep on all the way. More, because there's nothing in the end, don't. Now, forward. There
We
you go.
stimulating
Right.
the boxing fight of Trinidad and Hopkins.
Okay.
Not stimulating it, but by going by the rounds. So when they sit down, we sit down.
I'm on 2 hours sleep.
It doesn't matter.
Dunkin's $6 meal deal. 2 delicious wake-up eggs and a medium iced hot coffee for $6. For him.
Looks like you already have.
Gia is agentic AI for global HR compliance. You can ask Gia anything. And
Once again, a referee in charge, Steve Smoker. Now the instructions.
Gentlemen, give you instructions in command, both in English and Spanish. Please obey my commands. Protect yourself at all times. Respect the belt. Touch love. Touch him up. Respect. Touch him, Bernard. Let's go.
I'm doing 8 rounds. They try to make this a corner.
Go out. Go. Let's try to do both rounds.
I know, I'm slack, shit.
So I have to put it in. I got like fucking big shit.
Bernard Hopkins claims he wants to test Trinidad's chin in the first round. Trinidad's father says his son is going to knock Hopkins out in the first round. Sometimes all that is just talk. Sometimes it means real fireworks from the
No, we're not
opening.
hitting each other.
Trinidad
Wow.
could be down in the first. He knocked Vargas down twice in the first. Trinidad can't be waiting with this boxer. He's got to get out. Bernard Hopkins' job is to stay close, make this guy discouraged, make him look to the referee and start complaining early. Because that referee's speech didn't impress me at all. Hard right hand over the top by Hopkins, partially blocked by Trinidad, but serious enough to make him move back into the corner. Crowd overwhelmingly in favor of Trinidad as they demonstrated his revive penmanship. Trinidad likes to have room when he throws his punches. It's up to Hopkins to stay close, as close think the harder you move, I'm going to move. But Jeff, that's not the way to fight Trinidad because you lose energy as the rounds go on.
As De La Hoya learns. A great jab through much of round one. Biggest blow so far, a Hopkins right hand over the top.
Trinidad like to stay hard with his on the ball with his right foot and throw everything with that right hand.
I always compare him to a sprinter the way he gets up on that front foot.
He's on the mark. And Hopkins just wants to keep him off the mark.
Oh, the first one.
Stop like that, like that.
Hopkins tries to go inside again.
Yeah, still ain't gonna fight. You're not gonna fight, you know. And you make them up, right? You're not gonna be like, slow down. It's the first round. You have to protect that.
Hopkins just not figure yet how to get close. Now he's got it. He's got to keep it just like that. That's the fight he wants.
Only with the left hand upstairs and he hit with the right hand downstairs. Smoker hasn't yet been a part of the action. He's the third man, Lorraine, the referee.
But Hopkins want to keep bucking and pushing this guy. Keep this a wrestling match in his favor.
Right hand inside by Bernard. Hopkins again lands a right. Trinidad misses his. Hopkins lands his own. Round one is a bit of a scuffle. Hopkins got a little of what he wanted. He landed two right hands.
Go around.
He's not going to be looking into that left hook if he can help it.
Dad, okay? I need you to dad, alright? Dad from me, baby. Dad. Stay out of the corner. The fight goes in the center of the ring, and I want you to dad. Pump that jab. We work on it till it's pumping. Pump it. Get the jab right. Oh, yeah. Alright. The same thing you did in the first round. Let's continue that. We're calm, you know, to be tranquil.
I'm gonna do it for round 1 to 3. Save it.
Are you okay not to do it?
Because you know it's gonna be a long ass advertising. Okay, 4.
You got that jab.
Take that.
Make sure the jab's
7 to 9. And 3 rounds. Cool.
It wasn't a first round knockout. Plan B.
Wasn't even a highly artistic first round. By CompuBox numbers, it was a missed punch fest. Trinidad was 4 out of 27. Hopkins was 6 out of 43, according to CompuBox. Harold Letterman scored the round for Tito Trinidad.
Hopkins being real small. He jabs, yet he understands that he has far of a reach advantage with the height there. And he's out of the way once he does that jab.
And moving primarily to his left, trying to get away from the deadly left of Trinidad.
You really want to make Trinidad throw a lot left because he prefers to hit you with that right, then throw that left hook.
Coach, is it fair guess that Hopkins either wants to be way outside or way inside?
And he just hasn't figured out this guy yet. Trying to get relaxed in there. That's the hard job.
Oh, you're not my point.
He's not comfortable moving, I can tell you that. Trinidad leaves room, and that's benefit Trinidad when the fight is at long range.
So again, they trade for long range in round two. Neither fighter really into an offensive rhythm yet. Trinidad threw a limited number of punches for him in round one. Now he lands a right hand across the top. Trinidad trying to close the range down and step in on Hopkins.
He's trying to close the range, but yet he wants to keep some distance so that long right hand can come. So he doesn't want to completely close it. He's looking to get right on the mark.
Hopkins sticks the jab.
It's unusual that Hopkins would give Trinidad this kind of respect in the first couple rounds. Very surprised. That's what you don't want to do with
You
yourself.
thought that Hopkins would gamble more against Trinidad early?
Jump right on him. He said he wasn't afraid. Talking the talk, now you got to jump on him.
Hopkins beginning to unveil his jab and sticking it accurately. 4
Hopkins has been working at distance with his jab, hoping to get Trinidad to come to him. Found him in range. The punch was a little high. Trinidad might have been momentarily stunned, but took the punch well.
CompuBox numbers in round 2. Hopkins 10 out of 40. Trinidad 2 out of 19. So Felix Trinidad in 2 rounds has thrown by CompuBox numbers only 46 punches. Hopkins throwing twice as many, not landing all that much, but the one big right hand was the biggest blow of the fight.
You don't want to get a kid like that mad. Once you hit him once, get back on him and do something.
Tito's father asking his son to work the jab. He tries to get started with it here. Firing the left hand again.
What do you mean by that? Because I'm a ball of that right foot. When you see him up on his right foot like that, he's on the ball getting ready to deliver like a track run or something. Take off. You gotta keep him out of that position. You gotta keep him out of that position.
And how? How do you keep him out of that position?
By moving to his left, so he always has to pick that foot up and set it down. Now he's out. Now.
Hopkins says he'll be watching his feet as much as his hands, just for that reason.
Hopkins varying the pace just a little, leading with the left hook there instead of the jab. Now Trinidad fires his own right hand across the top and gets the top of Hopkins' head.
He allowed Trinidad to get set that time, and he paid for it.
The range is closing up on him. Trinidad moving closer. And Tito beginning to loosen up and throw a few more punches than was the case in the first couple of rounds.
Hopkins' back is starting to touch the ropes a lot more. That's what you don't want. Letting your back touch the rope. Trinidad.
So you think Hopkins wants to stay in the middle of the ring and box with
Yeah, he can box. He's always successful if he boxes, but you don't want your back touching the rope. Hands up. You don't need the whole ring to box. Just the middle of it. That's about the Hopkins one. Hopkins push and hit.
You may notice that there's some printing on the back of Bernard Hopkins, who rented it out for about $100,000 to a .com gambling service, and then put $100,000 on himself to win the fight.
Either way, the service win, huh?
Yeah, either way, the tattoo's already fading as the sweat pours off of Hopkins' body here in round 3.
For Bernard Hopkins isn't fading.
No, and the bet looks pretty good, at least for the moment, as he gives Trinidad a spirited fight.
Bernard Hopkins is dictating the tempo, and he's making Trinidad think about coming more to him.
Hopkins sticks the jab right on the point of Trinidad's chin as round 3 comes to a close.
How do you feel? Deep breath, deep breath.
No fucking one.
Put your hands up. You gotta keep your hands up.
Calm down.
It's gonna be easy
Let him
now.
punch out.
It's only a matter of time before you get him. You're gonna have it to get him there. Got the heart, so there's a quick shot inside. You get him out of there.
I recommend Optimum Fiber, starting at only $25 a month. It's famously fast, like me.
Have my water? Your water.
Got my Blue Chew card delivered today. And you can get yours too. Go to BlueChew.com, try 2 months, and get one for free. It'll have her obsessing over you. Watch this.
Baby, you are the best. I need you to give me that.
I think that she'll get too much of a workout or
My husband just wasn't lasting long enough for me to finish. It was frustrating. I love him, but it got to
that corner on your way out. Bernard Hopkins showing that a Philadelphia fighter can box as well as brawl, whatever his reputation is.
Round 4 begins. Harold Motherman, how'd you score the first three?
Okay, Chip, I got a 2-1, 29-28, Bernard Hopkins. Just the first round, I could see the Trinidad what Hopkins do. When one able to take that step to the right and rush in, see the point on the way out. But Brad's still with 3. It's that Hopkins left jab, boxing from the outside, the occasional straight right hand, and then the clean shots. Out bicycle.
Now Trinidad has Hopkins moving in on him. That's what you want. You want Hopkins to get that brave to try to follow this hard in Trinidad.
Trinidad opens up, lands 2 power shots. Hopkins tries to fight back again.
So far that he can deal with Trinidad's punch.
That punch can't be dealt with, man. You gotta stay smart. Stay smart.
Felix Trinidad only threw 67 punches in the first 3 rounds of the fight. By CompuBox numbers, that's a very limited offensive output. He has begun to fire here in round 4, but Hopkins is firing back and lands a right hand to the body there.
Trinidad find a way to put him on the defensive without that left hand. The right hand fails there.
Ball feet kick right out of the mouth.
Because he don't want you to dad. You don't like that dad. Dad whooping. Alright? Quick shot. Don't worry about the big shot. I want to see the quick shot. Alright?
He's not gonna hit you. We're gonna take it easy. Don't get careless now. That was the 5th round, and now we're calm.
That's just the 4th round.
You gotta keep your hands up. Yeah, you gotta keep your hands up. So you can get up.
Bernard Hopkins' trainer, Louis Fisher, is Senior. Fisher is a 73-year-old proven pro who knows every trick in the book and has done a brilliant job of training Hopkins throughout his career.
He told him to try to jab with Trinidad. That's not a good idea. Don't jab with him. You catch him off balance and then jab him because he turns that jab into a hook once you start trying to step in with power. Trinidad does. Wait until he's finished and then get it. Trinidad is make him miss with left hook. Don't try to make him miss with the right hands. Hopkins a little bit quicker with his jab. Now Trinidad corners him. Tries to step in. Bernard steps away. Solid left by Trinidad. Trinidad seeming to take a little velocity off the left, just trying to land it. Hopkins is not making the mistake that Bernard, Joffrey did by letting Trinidad lay on his left hand. He holds it. And certainly not making the mistake that both Joffrey and Vargas made of standing in front of Trinidad. He hasn't done much of that.
Hopkins is watching Trinidad and he's winning most of the rallies.
Yeah, but Hopkins has used a lot of his footwork, legs up, moving around. That's not good.
He's back against the ropes. He's looking dangerously. He's still outscoring Trinidad. He's landing good punches to everyone for Trinidad.
That's it. No. Too low. It's good. It's good about it. It's good. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Good. I have a problem with it.
Okay. Deep breath now. Take a deep breath. We're okay. We got it now. But when you exchange punches, make sure you come back to something else. You got to. You're too strong for him. You got it. He hit you and you can't do nothing to you.
I feel like we didn't even do nothing. But I'm tired. I'm kind of slept.
No, yeah.
So why we doing 12 rounds?
You got homies. Yeah. But when you go back, you're solid.
Bernard Hopkins says he's not going to ask the referee.
I'll take everything.
He'll take it into his own hands.
And Oscar De La Hoya came out and appeared to many eyes at ringside to win the first 7 rounds against Felix Trinidad. None of the 3 judges sitting at ringside scored it exactly that way. Right now, there's a chance that in the eyes of many here, Bernard Hopkins has won the first 5 rounds against Trinidad. Will the judges once again insist on giving rounds to Trinidad when he doesn't seem to be winning any of them? That's what happened against De La Hoya.
This is the kind of champ Trinidad. If you're going to knock him out to win it, you may as well forget trying to win this thing on point. If you want the title that he possesses, you got to knock him out.
So you're saying that Bernard shouldn't fool himself into believing that he's succeeding just because he seems to be winning the round?
No, you can't coach yourself to a victory with a champion like this. The judges are not going to allow you to do it. And I think this pace is a little too much for Bernard. He's used too much of his legs early on.
Well, certainly Trinidad hasn't overused his. He's only thrown 23 punches per round, which is a very low punch output by CompuBox numbers. Now Trinidad lands a big right hand against the ropes, but Hopkins steps away.